Hey, welcome back to Put on the List. Got ourselves another doozy. Joining me this week, as always, my co-host, Frankie Fairshot, aka Francisco.
Whoa, bro, you came in aggressive today.
Ooh, I should probably rehearse that better, but I didn't. But hey, Frankie
That was a
Fairshot.
lot.
I was gonna say Francisco Fairshot. Sorry, Fairshot. Because you give all the films a fair shot, not like this fucking guy.
I guess it's a work in progress, I guess. All right, man. Speaking of giving films a fair shot, what do we got this week?
Ooh, some we gave a fair shot and did not deserve a fair shot. We're making up some time. So we got a bunch of trailers. We hand selected the ones that we really want to check out and talk about. Got some news. We hand selected again because there's a lot of stuff. We get to go over our Oscar recap. That's going to be cool. It's going to be fun. Let's see. We got like our falling behind list because holy crap, we are falling behind. We are so falling behind.
Guess what? Shit keeps coming out.
Dude, and so much to watch. And then Oscars took away like two prime spot movie watching hours. So I'm like, okay. What else we got? We got what we did watch. We got a lot of stuff we watched. We're gonna review some shit, and not all of it good. Not all of it good. And we got our double feature. That's gonna be fun. And I think that's good enough. You good? You good?
I'm good. I'm good.
All right. Let's good.
I think it's time to start the show, man.
Let's.
All right, man. Hey, how was your week?
Week was good. Week was long. It's been too long since you got to record this. So I'm like, do I still remember how to do this shit?
I know, it feels almost weird.
But yeah. But good. Everything's good. How about you? How are you feeling?
You know, I'm getting over this cold that I had, between this cold and work and trying to survive my children, it's good,
It caught up to you.
Yeah. Zenaida the other day was like, Dad, if you don't bring some pirate's booty home with you, I'm going to have to show you I know karate.
Yes, I remember you told me that.
And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm just like, I work for them, I guess. I don't know. Sometimes I missed the meeting or I didn't get the memo where they're like, all right, it goes the kids and then me or like whatever, dude. I just take orders, basically.
It's like the kids, their happiness and what they want to eat. Then it goes to you. Underneath that is your happiness and what you want to eat. And then underneath that, at the very bottom is like your sleep. That's probably
and then
much,
they kick me. They kick me while I'm in the bed, and then they let me go to sleep.
We love you, Dad.
Yeah. Have a good night's sleep, Dad. Yeah.
Correct. Where's my pirate booty?
Yeah.
I've never had that. I keep hearing it's great.
Yeah. It's all right, man. You won't feel that bad if you try it.
Okay. Just more hype. Anyways. But yeah. I forgot what I had recently. I'm like, this is not good. We got like a bag of pretzels, like a basic bag of pretzels.
Yeah.
How did you fuck up pretzels? They were not good. We were just like looking at each other eating like these little pretzel sticks with like something simple. Pretzels. This is simple.
Yeah.
Shitty.
Well, now they add flavors to stuff, Man. Remember when things were just black and white?
When a pretzel just tastes like a pretzel? Anyways, speaking of black and white, let's get into some trailers. What do you say?
All right. Yeah, first up, man, Sugar. Apple Plus. April 5th.
Yeah.
Our guy.
Yeah.
Colin Farrell.
Staying busy.
Yeah, man. This guy's putting in work.
Yeah.
I mostly like everything that he does,
I think he's not made a bad choice in I don't know how many years at this point. I mean, his run in Penguin, plus I'm looking forward to the series Penguin. Yeah. I was like, dude. Right. I even told Christina, like, that's Colin Farrell. She did not believe me. Every time I watch it, she still doesn't believe me.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to believe. Like all that makeup job they did on him was crazy.
How he talks like this.
Yeah, he's a handsome guy. They did a good job fucking him up.
Yeah. But this is him as a PI.
Yeah.
In LA, getting into some dirt. I gotta say, I was like, okay, that sounds interesting. And I
Mhm.
started watching the trailer, and like, it's beautifully shot. And I'm like, this looks good, like just
Mhm.
from a visual standpoint. And then I saw the credits. I think the whole series was directed by, I'm gonna forget his name, Fernando. I forgot his name,
Mm.
but he directed City of God, one of my favorite films of all time, which is like, whoa.
Morales,
Yes,
something like that.
that's about right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm
That's a
in.
tough movie to get through, bro. If you like when you first time you see that movie, you're like, wow. And then after that, like you want to watch it again, you're like, I don't know, man. They're not good kids. That movie.
It's tough.
Yeah.
But I mean, the storytelling and
Impactful.
it's it's good. It's really good.
Really
But
good.
man,
Amazing.
talk about like
So he
lack
made
of,
this, huh? He directed this,
yeah,
huh?
yeah. So I'm excited. So I'm like,
Oh
ooh,
wow.
this is gonna be pretty good. So
Yeah.
it's, what is it? April?
April 5th.
Not far.
Not
Yeah. So that's
far.
Sugar on Apple TV. I think this might be a sleeper. We'll see how it goes. All right. Next trailer.
Next up on Netflix, April 4th, Ripley.
Hmm.
This was interesting. It's black and white. I was not
Yeah.
expect that.
Speaking of black and white,
Yeah. And you know what this gave me vibes of? It gave me vibes of like, and I don't know, maybe it is. Is it connected to the talented Mr. Ripley? It gave me
yes,
that.
it's. I think there's a book
It's a
that it
prequel,
is.
maybe, or something.
No, it's just a retelling of the same story.
Oh, okay. Because it
It,
totally
it
like I was just thinking that.
I think they're just gonna like take their time with this one and just kind of retell it differently and get
Mhm.
into more stuff. I didn't really like the film very much. I went to
Me,
watch it
I did
again,
not.
and I'm like, I just didn't get it. I'm like, I feel like things were missing, and I don't know. But I watched this trailer. I'm like, this looks good. And
Yeah.
Andrew Scott, dude, I love watching him on screen because you just never know what you're gonna get with that guy. I think
Mhm.
he's fantastic. From season 2 of Fleabag to his run in the Sherlock show with Cumberbatch.
Mhm.
You never know what you're going to get with this guy. You're like, this
Yeah.
guy is awesome. So bring it. This film looks trippy from a film I
Mhm.
did not like at all. I
Is
think
this
this
a
looks cool.
movie or a series?
Series.
Yeah. You said film, so I was like,
Yeah. And it looks gorgeous, like black and
yeah,
white. I'm like, this looks good. Like,
yeah.
I went from zero interest to like, I think I'm going to try give it a good shot. And I have a feeling I'm going to finish it. So we'll see. We'll
Hey,
see.
you're ambitious today. You're an ambitious one today.
I'm feeling good. The sun's out, son.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Next one. Whew, from the woof.
More black and white. The Crow
Woo.
with my
Man.
guy Skarsgård. I don't know which one it is, the skinny one,
Hmm.
but I guess he got semi buff or ripped. I don't know for this one. He has a
Well,
10-pack.
I think
saw
it's the
that.
same. Well, number one, he's super skinny, so you don't
Yeah,
really need to like. He's not buff. He's just low body fat because he's
yeah,
small.
super ripped.
Anyways,
Yeah,
but
and then it's coming in with a hate like always. So yeah, The Crow, June 7th in the movies. Hey, I don't know.
I know. No.
I might wait. I might. No. Not I might. I'm gonna wait till it's on streamer. But when it's on streamer, Fair Shot Francisco. You know what I'm saying? Dropping double Fs.
Oh,
You know,
Frankie
on it.
Fairshot might give it a shot.
Yeah, Frankie Fair Shot. You know, so yeah, The Crow. I mean, haven't we all watched all the Crow movies? They all suck. No.
First one's amazing.
Just me. Oh, okay.
We watched one of them in the theater. I remember. I think it was like the third
Angels,
one. It was.
City of Angels.
I don't even recall. It was free during Comic-Con or something like that. I just
Who
remember.
was the Crow?
I couldn't even tell you, dude.
Damn, me either. And I've seen them all.
But man, this looks like a remake. They're just like remaking the first film, and it just has weird vibes like all over them. Like, that's weird. That's weird.
But The
that's
Crow
weird.
was weird.
That's weird.
The original was weird.
Yeah,
And to
but
be honest, it wasn't like a certified banger. I think the fact that it had all this off-screen stuff happen, it just gave it
baggage.
more weight.
A lot of baggage.
Than, you know. So it's not like the original Crow is amazing.
It's pretty fun. It has some
It has some cool stuff.
Has a lot of cool. I think,
but there's stuff to like nitpick at it too. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
We just gave it a pass because it was Brandon Lee's, last film.
Yeah, but I don't know. There's some really great stuff in the first Crow. Like it was not expected to be that good, and this is. We'll see what happens. Anyways, let us know, Frankie Fairshot.
Yeah. Right,
next one.
Hey, this one, no debate. We're definitely gonna watch it when it drops.
Top of the list.
Yep. Amazon Prime Video, April 11th. Fallout TV series adaptation of a video game.
They spent some money, son. They spent some money.
Yeah, they did. Any thoughts on how did it look to you?
It looked like visually fantastic. I played the game a little bit. Visually, it looks cool. The storyline seems to be there. They have all the little elements of like the big robot suits and like the different factions of folks and Walton Goggins being Walton Crazy Goggins. I'm like it looks like he's playing almost two roles. Unclear. We'll see when it starts.
It's a little weird, right?
They did a good job with the production design.
Are we not supposed to know that that's him in the cowboy getup? Melted.
I don't know, but it looks cool. Like this looks super cool. It looks like a much lighter hearted Last of Us. You know what I mean? I think that's kind of the category I'm putting it in.
Yeah.
When they spend some money.
I'm going to say it's more action-y. Like maybe there's more action to unpack. Definitely more humor. Like dark humor.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I think it looks cool. But yeah, this is going high on the list. All right, next one. Next
up, we got Nicolas Cage not giving up in Arcadian.
Looks good.
Yeah. It says it premieres at the South by Southwest Film Festival,
which just passed.
But I don't know when it's gonna come out. But the film looks good. Looks cool.
I think Nick Cage is like I don't know if he's done paying off his gambling debts or whatever the hell that show was, and he's kind of circling back to like some pretty legit films again. You know what I mean? Like they're skewing hard towards like, this looks good. You know what I mean? And that's good to see. This movie looks good.
Yeah, he's on the give a fuck side right now.
Yeah,
I'm
digging it. This looks cool. Good for you, Nick Cage.
Yeah.
And the last one, this is definitely on your alley.
Yeah, creepy corner time, guys. Late Night with the Devil, March 22nd in theaters in US. This is a Shudder production from the app or TV channel Shudder, which is nothing but scary shit. And it looks good, man. The production value looks there and stuff.
Visually, I was like, this looks like I'm not gonna watch it, don't get me wrong. But I got through the trailer. It looks cool.
So if I'm Frankie Fairshot, you're Andy quits a lot. I don't know. What do we got?
You got to keep working on it.
I'm gonna workshop.
You got to workshop that one.
Like chop it up. See what I get.
Start some social media threads. Get some feedback.
Yeah.
I'm sure some people out there will be very happy to give you a lot of feedback.
Andres the hate.
the hate. Andres the hate.
Yeah.
Please welcome the hate.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I don't like it too much. It's not completely positive.
I like that name. I have earned it. Hans Lander.
Yeah.
The star of this film, David Muchin. I always get his name wrong.
Yeah.
Dude, that guy's been around for a long time.
He's one of those guys.
The Dark Knight, always a Dark Knight. And he's in in all the DC films.
Yeah.
He's been in multiple DC films as multiple characters. He was Polka Dot Man and Suicide Squad.
Man, yeah.
He was one of Joker's henchmen in one of the crazy ones in The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
He was in
the schizo one. Yeah.
He was in Ant-Man 1 and 2 as one of the sidekick criminals. He's in so many things. Dune, Part 1.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, this guy he's in so many cool projects, and now he is leading this one. And I'm like, good for you, man.
Yeah. Stepping on up.
Anyways,
put me in, coach. I got this shit.
Describe this thriller of a film for the audience, please.
Well, they're doing a TV program in the 70s, and it has to do with ghost hunting, paranormal stuff, and something happens in the studio that they weren't prepared for. It looks like they open up some sort of gate, and the devil comes out, and they're basically fucked. And we'll see.
There you go. It looks, and they shoot it in a way that looks like it's 70s. Like it looks
Yeah.
pretty grainy and gritty. And you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
ooh, like a cheeseball talk show.
Yeah.
Anyways,
The set reminded me of that one game show, Show Me the Money, or No Monkey, No Monkey. What was that called? No, remember that Press Your Luck? It was like no monkey, no monkey, no monkey, and it'd be like, and they would hit a monkey and they would take your money away. Remember that?
I don't
show?
recall a monkey, but I know what you're talking about. It's like it's just a room filled with velvet curtains.
Yeah,
and dudes in like leisure suits.
The name of the show was Press Your Luck.
Maybe that was it.
But anyways,
good job.
Looks interesting. I'm gonna definitely give it a shot.
Cool. All right, I think we're good there.
Yeah, man. Those are some good trailers.
Yeah, there's some stuff coming, which is really cool.
Yeah, the stuff does not stop coming. Say that much.
Speaking of news, got some news.
Yeah, news and tidbits.
Sad one.
On the sad side, Dragon Ball Z creator Akira Toriyama dies. He was, I want to say 86, I think it was. That's how old he was. Man, I remember being a kid and watching Dragon Ball Z in Spanish because all those cartoons were dubbed, and we used to watch them on Channel 5, Mexico channel, and it'd be like this and Dino Saucers and all these crazy ass cartoons. And man, Dragon Ball Z was, nobody had ever seen anything like that. And yeah, so Dragon Ball Z has a special place in the corazon, and it's still very popular, and it means a lot to a lot of people out there. So rest in peace to Mr. Akira.
Yeah, there's some really big tributes around the world to it too. I'm like, wow, like I've never seen much of it, but I know it's huge. So I'm like, cool, go to the Comic-Con everywhere. It's all over the place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is saying a lot.
And, I remember watching Matrix Revolutions, and when Agent Smith and Neo were fighting in the air in the rain, I was like,
the punches.
This is fucking Dragon Ball Z right here up in the fucking air. They're totally stealing my guy's shit. But and they were like punching super fast, just like in Dragon Ball Z, and I was like, oh my god. But they did it on film, I thought. But yeah, man, super influential, and he will be missed.
Bummer.
Yeah. Next up, we got a little film called The Mission Impossible 8. Working title resumes filming.
Yeah, they're talking about these things are going back into full on production, and I think it's like more than halfway done now. So I think it comes out next year, is what they're saying. So it's kind of a fun thing to look out for next year.
And we'll see how this shapes up, because they got to bounce back. Yeah,
they have to recognize that it did not work. Like everything numbers, like, are there just all the executives and editors just lying to everyone? Like, oh no, it was great. You know what I mean? Like, you could tighten it up. There's room. There's room.
Yeah, I'm sure they have some guy with crunching numbers. And we're like, well, if it's this long, we can make this. But if we do this, we make this. But yeah, man. At this point, I'm not sure if it's in the creative's hands or if it's just part of a studio.
Dude, all they have to do is take Fallout. Just take Fallout and just change the story from like the nuclear bomb to the fucking AI key or whatever the fuck they're looking for, and then just change out every action sequence for a different action sequence, and I'll be happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, don't show me 30 minutes of Crimson Tide or fucking Hunt for Red October and then a search party and then nothing to do with it anymore, you know, before this movie. Make that a different movie. That's not called Mission Impossible.
Mission Snorefest.
It's Mission Drowning. The fucking movie was Drowning. Can we switch it up, please?
And don't like wait until like the bad guy has already escaped and gone before you have like your best action sequence of the entire film where nothing matters anymore. You know what I mean? Like do that, go through the train to get to the guy. Don't have the guy already like off on his way and then have to deal with the fucking train. Like, come on,
Yeah.
get those sequences right. Anyways,
You
I'm
know
so
what was
excited.
impossible? The fucking plot. The fucking plot was impossible. Oh, they got that fucking key out of the water. It was impossible.
The fucking key that was so top secret. Absolutely everyone on Earth knew about it.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways.
Fucking impossible.
All right. This is a cool one. This is a very cool one. Speaking of filming.
Yeah. Dune 2. Oh, no. Sorry, skip one. Very cool too, though. Monkey Man earns early rave reviews.
Yeah. That's going to be a
Bonkers.
fun one. That one's just going to be like, just sit down, get the biggest bucket of popcorn you got, and just enjoy. It's getting great reviews. I mean, it looks fun. Dev Patel just doing his first big action film.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be cool.
Me too. We're going to see. I'm excited. It's coming out soon.
Really soon, like another week or two. I think it's in our coming soon section.
Yeah.
So we might have skipped things for here. But anyways, I'm excited. Monkey Man. And then good reviews. Speaking also filming, speaking of what got skipped, The Bear season 3. Filming right now. Right now.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, they rumored it. They're shooting the 4th season at the same time.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have like 2 seasons ready to go. And I think the reason, and it's smart, all the actors, man, in this show are just being picked up by everyone else to go to other films and stuff. So like grab them while you can, because it might be like another 3 years before everyone's schedules line up to do another season. So let's just do 2 more right now.
Yeah.
My only concern there is, are they rushing it? Like, is the story going to be complete? And honestly, I think they could have wrapped up the whole story in 1 season and like just been done, because it's so, just put a bow on it. Perfect. Good. Like, don't stretch that shit out any further than it needs to be. So I'm a little concerned for a 4th season. Is it going to be kind of like watered down? But we'll see. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see. Gonna come out soon.
I'm guessing July.
No, I think they said June.
Ooh, that's soon. They're rushing. All right, let's see. Anyway, speaking of not rushing things into the theaters, sons of bitches.
And delayed. You okay, Mija? Mija, are you okay? I'm worried about you. I saw this and I'm like, poor Mija. He's gonna be upset.
Did you not see my face?
Yeah.
How dare you, Warner Brothers? How dare you? Anyways, but you know what though? If that's what they need to make it a way better film, do it. Take your time. Make it as best as it can be.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that I'm not 100% sure, but there were some personal reasons for the delay too.
Really?
Yeah. I think Pattinson had a baby, or her.
Oh.
So I think he wanted to spend time with the baby.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, but man, like I said, I'm with you. Just make it right. We'll wait. It's not like we haven't had one.
Yeah.
And we have plenty of Batman films, to go back and watch.
At the same time, that gives Pattinson more time to do some push-ups, because he could use a couple more push-ups in that. Let's face it. He could fill out the suit a little bit more. Just saying. Just saying. A little creatine, some steaks. Just saying.
But he's mobile. He's got mobility.
Christian Bale was mobile enough. He could be like halfway between what he was.
Man, he had
and
to
Christian
turn
Bale.
his whole body. And fucker was like what? That Rottweiler got him.
It's true. Anyways, but yeah, little bit more something. Anyways, maybe less sad. Maybe he has time for a haircut now. This film. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, all right. This is a fun one. Dune
2 hits 500 million. Less than a month worldwide.
2 weeks.
Crazy.
Yeah, and it's still going. So this one, like the first one, I would say lost money because they're in the pandemic and day and date, and it was really hard to like track any kind of actual profitability, I'm guessing. But this one is like boosh, rocket ship. 2 weeks, 500 million. It's probably going to hit like 7 in the next like 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah. You think it's going to
And
crack a billion? A
nah,
billy.
it's possible. I mean, people love it. I mean, it's depends on its competition.
Some bigger movies are going to start coming out.
The thing
too,
is,
so.
it's at number 2 though. That fucking Panda on its opening weekend beat Dune, not by a lot, but it was enough. You know what I mean? Like,
but this week it came back. It came back and was number 1 now.
Was it? I didn't know
It
that.
beat Panda.
Then it's got a shot. I don't know. I think it's going to do well. I mean, I'm just excited because we get more quality, huge, crazy sci-fi films. You know what I mean? People can't argue like we can't fund that or make that. I'm like, dude, look at Dune. Like that shit is bananas and it's doing great. So good. Give us more banana sci-fi.
That's right.
All right. And speaking of bananas sci-fi,
what's in the hole? All right, Outer Range season 2 set for May.
Yeah, I am so curious. And
there's funny a lot of questions that they left unanswered, and
that might not get answered because they changed the showrunner. Apparently, they have an all new person telling the story, and I think it might be a good thing because Brolin was having issues with the lack of like cohesive story. He said there was too many things and it was getting too crazy. They just needed to like focus and tell the story of like the ranch and his character and like So I think this solves a lot of those problems.
Yeah. It's funny. The character that he plays is almost like the character he plays in No Country for Old Men, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But with weird shit going on in the ranch.
Yeah, it's gonna get weird. I'm all for it. Like there were so many cool directions to go. It was just a little too loosey. There was definitely some shit in the last episode where they kind of jumped the shark. I'm like, oh, if this wasn't the last episode of the season, I don't know if I'd watch the next one. But I'm like, okay, let's just see where it goes. And it took 3 years, I think, to make this thing. Something like that. Like,
really? Season 2?
I thought it was at least 2 or 3 years. So yeah, it took a while.
Has it been that long since the first season came out?
I think at least 2.
Wow.
It's been a while.
Because we definitely talked about it before.
Yeah. And we both were like, oh, what's up with those buffalo coming out of a little tiny hole in the ground? That doesn't make any fucking sense. But let's see what happens in season 2.
And who was the neighbor, the crazy neighbor that was like totally jealous of him? Oh, remember?
The older guy?
The older guy, yeah.
Yeah, he was in a bunch of other movies. His kids are shitheads. I don't know. Yeah. Yes. I don't know. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too. I'm excited to hear what you have to say about this. Speaking of hate, Oscar takes winners, losers.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want me to clear the floor for you? You're gonna.
Yeah, you go. Got something? I haven't even got that much.
Okay.
The only thing I told you is
what did you like?
All right, my highlight, and I watched the entire thing twice. I had to watch like the whole thing, so I was like, hilarious. John Cena, that shit killed me. Like,
not what I thought you were gonna say.
Like that was funny as shit. I was like, that's a really clever bit.
Yeah,
and I forget like John Cena, like in these other movies, like Peacemaker and this other.
He brings it, man. Like effort-wise, he brings it.
He will strip down to nothing for a laugh. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And then
for the art,
for his facial and everything, he sells it. He just goes for it. He's a performer, man. I love it. Like, fantastic. Even Christina she could not stop laughing, which is like that was good. So I was like, I appreciated that level of effort from him.
Yeah.
The Ryan Gosling's whole fucking sequence, that was like, damn, they're bringing it too.
Yeah, that was my favorite.
That was impressive. I was like, this fucking guy.
You want to hate this guy? What you were gonna say?
Now the John Cena thing made me laugh more, and it was unexpected. You knew Ryan Gosling was going to bring it. You know what I mean? So I think for me that kind of did it. That's kind of it. And then the other thing that was really weird, I don't know if you remember watching the Al Pacino thing at the very end where he was trying to announce like the best winner. I'm like, did you guys not like walk him through this to begin with or something? Like he was like, it's like he had no idea where he was at and he had no idea how to read.
Where was his publicist?
The one card in front of him. You know what I mean? He was just like, he was so like not there. It was like,
my eyes for president? Oppenheimer? Is that what he said? My eyes see Oppenheimer?
He's like, I
My
think
eyes are telling me.
everyone. Like, dude,
Or like,
you know,
my eyes see an asshole. His name is Andres.
not funny.
Hilarious.
Anyways, that was like, Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
winning. That's cool.
Yeah.
I think he deserves, at least for like a lifetime reason. Like when Brad Pitt won for the Tarantino film years ago,
Mhm.
I didn't think his role was the strongest role that year, but given his body of work, like to give the man an Academy Award. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he
You also didn't
more.
like that movie.
Nah, I didn't. I didn't hate it. I thought, what was it called again? Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. It just felt like most good directors could have directed it. Like I wanted Tarantino to get super Tarantino in that fucking film. And I think anyone kind of could have done like 80-90% of that film. And I'm like, I wanted more Tarantino. Give me the fucking sauce. You know what I mean? That's all that's a thing. Anyways,
You don't deserve the sauce.
apparently. But I'm glad Brad Pitt got
The
it.
sauce was there. You didn't pick it up.
Anyways, Robert Downey Jr. winning.
Al Pacino was still there for that one. He did a good job. Man, when they were like, oh, don't let the Mexicans see you cry, I was like, dang. That's not Tarantino enough.
There's some good stuff in there.
Yeah.
I kill someone with these hands. I go, they're registered lethal weapons. I go to jail. You kill anyone with any hands, it's called manslaughter. You go to jail.
It has some gems.
No, there's some good stuff throughout. It was stretched too long. Anyways.
I goaded you into revealing that you don't like that movie for everybody out there. It's part of your shit takes.
Anyways, what were your highs? Any highs, other lows from the Oscars?
I also like the Ken thing, and then I think I mentioned that before that. Like when I like to feel good, I like to watch award speeches and there wasn't that many moving ones to me. You know, the lady that won for the holdovers for best supporting
I always get her
actress.
name wrong. It's like Devon Joy.
Yeah, she did great, but other than that, everybody was kind of just like reserved. And
I'm glad she won.
Yeah, me too. Yeah,
she did a lot with not a huge role. You know what I mean? Like she did a lot with that role.
She was an unsung hero. But yeah, like there wasn't a lot of heart in a lot of the speeches to me, so everybody was just kind of like business, getting the shit done. Yeah, thank you, everybody. They were polite, but nothing where like, you know, oh, my mother on her deathbed told me, you know, nothing like that, you know. So, I was kind of like a little disappointed about that, but hey, man, congratulations to everybody that won. And I was surprised that Emma Stone won. And yeah.
Speaking of which,
but not displeased, I guess. I can see it.
I don't know when we're going to get back to that. We watched like 15 minutes, maybe 10 to 15 minutes of poor things. And we're like, not feeling it right now. Curious, but not feeling it right now. Because we're like eating dinner and we're like, I don't think we want all that in our face while we're trying to enjoy dinner.
While eating dinner? No.
So we haven't gotten back to it. And we still got like fucking Shogun fucking killing it.
Was it Willem Dafoe's face? That was like, maybe we should have watched this while we eat dinner.
No, it was Emma Stone's Curiosities at times. I was like, what? Anyways. But yeah, I don't know. She seemed genuinely like surprised, unless she was acting. You can never tell with these actors.
Yeah.
When she won.
Especially the Oscar winners.
The Oscar winner for best Oscar win is... Anyways, there you go. And Oppenheimer, I didn't... You knew it was going to win, and that's fine. Whatever. Not something I'm just going to rewatch a lot. So that's what I got. Either. That's what I got. All right, shall we move on?
I hardly ever rewatch a biopic. I don't think I can remember ever rewatching a biopic.
Okay, done with the Oscars. Now, quickly, the falling behind list. Oh my God, you started putting this thing together. This is good. This is a good thing to put together, just to let us know where we stand. And it's not that good.
No.
Go ahead, read out the falling behind. We got
There's some
Two of
shows that are
these?
like are done. Some shows that haven't started or have just started and we're falling behind already.
Yeah.
Like the Regime on Max, Tokyo
Yeah.
Vice on Max,
Yeah.
Ricky Stinicky, a movie on Amazon Prime with
Yeah.
John Cena and what's that other handsome fella?
Zac
Efron.
Yes.
Poor Things on Hulu, The Gentleman on Netflix.
We are.
Damsel.
We were getting into this the gentleman though.
We'll get into some of this, but it was alarming when I started writing all these different projects out. Damsel on Netflix, Spaceman on Netflix, the Adam Sandler new movie, The New Look, that show that with Mendelsohn on Apple Plus, Masters of the Air.
I think it's almost done.
Yeah, it's almost done. The Ones Who Lived on AMC Plus for all my Walking Dead heads out there.
I'll address a few of these.
Yeah,
I was told
and
my family watched Spaceman. They all unanimously said it's garbage. So,
really?
Yeah.
And then just June's gonna be packed. It's not gonna let up. So it's like, dude, we got some big shows.
That's like another list. We're not even gonna try to get in. We just need to like stay focused here. Let's not get overwhelmed.
Breathe. Breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the New Look. I think you'll like it. New Look's great. Damsel, we watched it. We are going to review it shortly. Gentlemen, we're both gotten far into it, which you're going to review shortly. Ricky Sticky looks funny. Tokyo Vice was cool. I never finished the first season. Master of the Air. I like the first episode. I haven't gone back into it. The Ones Who Lived.
Yeah.
I'm curious about it, but I want to hear from you. Like, I'd love to watch like a good zombie show.
Well, we watched like the first 3 episodes of that.
Oh, how was it?
It's I don't
okay, moving on.
It's the judge. Very Shot Francisco, man. The judgment is not settled yet.
So the hate would have fucking turned that shit off 30 minutes in.
The hate, probably. I don't know.
Okay, that's good to know. All right. Speaking of the hate, shall we move into what we watched?
Yeah, let's go into what we
gotta
watched.
Get moving here. All right, first on the list, what we got?
Poor Things on Hulu. This guy watched it. And man. I was skeptical, to say the least, because of all the hoopla about surrounding the film. Like, oh, this movie, the sex, this and that, sex. That's all you heard. Like, she goes for it with the sex. That's all you heard was the sex. And I gotta say that I found this movie wonderful. Like, the set production and the production value and everything like that. It was like really interesting and new and like colorful, and it was really pretty to look at. And there was some sex, but I'm like, people have sex? I don't understand. And people try to find themselves all the time. I don't understand what the big deal is. But I like the story, and there was pretty compelling story lines or plot that made sense at the end. And like, you have to kind of like watch it all the way to the end, because otherwise you just think it's going to be about the sex. So I enjoyed it. I was like, the more I think about it, the more I think I enjoy the film itself. And kudos to the director. I can't say his name, but
yeah, Lagos.
He's a Greek guy or something.
I don't know. But
I enjoyed the film. I enjoyed it, and I encourage people to watch it and just be open minded. And yeah, and like for me, one of the taboo things that I don't really like Dr. Moreau kind of experimentations between humans and animals and stuff like that. And there's a weird scientist guy. His name was Willem Dafoe. And there's some crazy shit going on. And I got past that, and I enjoyed the movie, man. And like, Mark Ruffalo's fucking great, and the acting wise, I mean, everybody did a great job. Emma Stone was great in it. Emma Stone was great. And it was 2 hours and 20 minutes. And it didn't feel like it to me.
Okay. We're gonna finish it, and when we finish it, maybe we'll do a full spoiler talk about it, and we'll get into the nitty gritty.
Yeah,
might be a few more weeks though, man. There's a lot of stuff on our list.
I mean, I don't know. You might. There's some fucking. It's not just sex. It's fucking. All right. Pardon my French, but we're all adults, right? Check it out. It's good. People have sex. Stop
All
it.
right. Cool.
Don't fast forward it. Let it be part of you, man. You're not dirty. You're not in a dirty theater.
That'd be funny. All right.
Yeah, you're gonna fast forward it.
That would be weird. I guess.
Mr. Blue Eyed Samurai, fast forward that shit.
We'll see.
Live in it. It's okay. No
Shall we
judgment.
move on?
Yeah, let's move on. American Fiction.
American Fiction, Academy Award winning American Fiction for Best Screenplay.
Cool.
That was cool. He had a great, the screenwriter / director had one of the coolest speeches.
He directed it too?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, wow.
His
Chord,
speech,
right? Chord
yeah,
something?
Yeah. His speech was essentially like, for every $200 million film you make, you can make $54 million films. Something like that.
Yeah.
Like you can make like so much more, do so much more, and empower so many more people by not going all in heavy on one thing. Like diversify. And I was like, that's cool. I like this guy.
Yeah.
All right. The film. I liked it a lot. It was not what I expected. We rented on Prime. I thought it was supposed to be free, but it was like $3 or something like that. Anyways, $3 or $4. Worth it. Great cast, great writing, great, like, it's about a writer who gets really upset about the way of things, and he has to write some shit that's just garbage in his mind.
He has to dumb it down for people.
Like to levels unseen. Like he writes it as satire, and then he can't sell his intellectual stuff. And this book immediately sells, and it's like the dumbest thing, and it's all a lie. And it's just commentary on like that world of like what people are consuming and what they're interested in, what's real and what's the real experience. And it was weird. It was like, damn, this guy, like him and his agent. Oh my God, his agent was hilarious. Like he's another highlight. Such a good cast. And they just go through it. But the thing is, in this film, that's only like half the film. The other half of the film is the family. There's this whole family drama and dynamic, which I did not see coming. And it gets really real. There's some like interesting questions. And like him and his brother have a crazy relationship, and him and his sister have a cool relationship. And his brother, who also nominated for Academy Award, is Sterling K. Brown. Always an awesome actor. He brought in a different type of role. I'm like, this is really cool, like seeing him in this different role. And I don't want to spoil anything because there's so many different surprises and so many well-written characters. I'm like, that's good. That's good. That's awesome. That's hilarious. Like shit just keeps going on. And they don't really preach to you in a lot of ways. Like they don't just, here's the answer. They just give you all these things and you just kind of take from it what you will. Like it doesn't even have a definitive ending, to tell you the truth. It just kind of presents all of these ideas and stories and characters, and what do they want? What are they doing? What do they believe? What do these other guys believe? What's real to them is real to them. You know what I mean? So it's like this weird, you're in between, and it's not preachy, and it's really good. We both at the end of the film were like, fuck, that was such a good film. And it's very down to earth for the most part, besides the satirical material. Check it out. American Fiction, if you want something totally different, great. Everything all around. Yeah, I put it up there like The Holdovers. That would be a really cool double feature for like grounded, really good character pieces that are not like crazy and over the top. Like they're just good, like good old fashioned filmmaking. Check out American Fiction. I think you're gonna like it when you watch it.
Yeah, it looks good. I want to watch it.
It should be.
I really like Edward Wright. I really like him.
So yeah, enjoy, and there we go. Moving on.
Okay, moving on. And something dropped on Netflix. They were pushing it. And Frankie Fairshot gave it a shot. Damsel on Netflix. With, what's her name? Millie Bobby Brown? Millie Bobby Brown? Millie Bobby Brown.
You'll get it.
Yeah. I gotta say, this movie started off rough.
That's an understatement, but keep going.
And then ended at some point.
Okay.
It was funny because it's like a fairy tale type movie, right? With a dragon and like damsel in distress, and but she's gonna power ahead and not be a victim to the circumstances and blah blah blah. Power through, women power. And I was trying to get Zenaida to watch it, and she's like, "Dad, dragons scare me, this and that." I'm like, "Well, you don't have to watch it if you're scared." And then she would go up the stairs, and something would happen, and she'd come, "What happened?" She'd come down the stairs. And then, and then I put it on and I'm like, well, I'm going to leave it on now because it seemed like it kind of caught her, like next thing you know, she's sitting next to me watching. She's like, like that. And I think she enjoyed it. So
okay. It's because she didn't watch the first 30.
She didn't watch the first 30 minutes. Oh my goodness. Why was Ray Winstone in this? I mean, there's a lot of whys. I don't know. Do you disagree, sir? Did you finish it?
We finished it. And oh man, I feel terrible saying some of the stuff that needs to be said. The reason we finished it mostly is about maybe 30 minutes, 30 plus minutes in. It was like, this movie's kind of fun to make fun of. Let's just keep going. And we pretty much did that like the entire movie. And if you look at it from that angle, you'll probably have a good time. But like pacing wise, story wise, like, what's it really about? Couldn't tell you. There's definitely a dragon who looked really good for the most part. And this dragon, fluent in English, just so everyone knows. There's some conversations to be had with a dragon. And
like Smaug, which there's president.
Yeah.
Okay,
no,
so
it's all good. No, it's all good.
Give it there we go. Here we go.
But they could have talked through some shit. I guess they kind of talked through some shit at the end. I don't know what to tell you there. Like,
I don't want to spoil it for people, but I mean, it kind of made sense, It was just like the execution. Some of it was a little rough.
The idea of the story was there. It's a very good looking film. The guy who shot it, Larry Fong, the same cinematographer shot 300. He shot Watchmen. Like, he knows how to shoot. Yeah. Okay. He knows how to shoot good films. Except for maybe not. Yeah. Maybe some of that stuff in the beginning.
That's something like the whole thing. I joked with you, and I was like, "Ooh, that first 30 minutes felt like an episode of Willow on Disney Plus," and that was not great.
They could have cut that first 30 minutes down to 3 minutes. Like, it was pointless. Like, all roads lead to the same place. It doesn't change anything, and like it's more like. And the plot is like go from A to B to C. And that's basically it. And B in the middle is this huge chunk. And then C, the very, very, very end is like, I don't know, 10 minutes to finish the entire thing. It was like, what? It's over? Like, that was easy. There's so many questions. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
What?
I got to say, though, that I know that you guys, like, there's 3 big names in this movie besides Millie Bobby Brown.
Yes.
There's what's her name?
Robin Wright.
Robin Wright.
Yeah.
Angela Bassett and Ray Winstone, right?
Yeah.
And I gotta say that Ray Winstone and Robin Wright definitely mailed that shit in. And I think Angela Bassett, in a weird way, was the only one that like, I'm gonna have some fun. And at her expense, because nobody else came to party, she's the one that's like, what the fuck are you doing, lady? Like, like kind of like she's overdoing it. But I feel like she was trying to do something.
Get into like the spirit of this is ridiculous. Let's go be ridiculous together.
Yeah. And nobody went along. And Ray Winstone was like, whoa, just moaning the whole time. And Robin Wright was like, did they only have her for a day? It's like she had like pretty important scenes, but it was just like, all right, 2 words. No, we don't need you. And then they were cut away and that was it. Or, like it was just like everybody was in a different movie.
I'll go further than that. It felt like they got these awesome actors. All of them, even Millie Bobby Brown, everyone. This is a solid cast. The script was so like, hey, let's go there. Okay. Hey, look at that thing. Okay, I'll look at that thing. Like the entire movie was just like,
bro.
Like the dialogue, you're just like, the dialogue was like, what?
When the Prince and Millie Bobby Brown went on their horseback ride, and then they were like looking somewhere, and the Prince Don't get me started on him.
Take your time.
Well, the prince was like, I want to travel and steal the world. And she's like, and then she just was like, that's what we'll do. You know, and I'm like, oh my goodness. This is something special. And man, by that time, my daughter was sitting there like, why is the dragon man? And like, ooh, and ah, you know, and this and that. And like, that dragons are scary. And like, you know, and I'm like, okay, cool, you know, yay.
I can see that. That's cool.
And
but that's what this film
man,
is.
the dialogue so bad.
I don't understand why you had that pedigree of actor. Well, I guess to get the clicks, because man. Anyways, I'm good. I don't want to go any further than this. We got other stuff to cover.
Yeah, we got other stuff.
All
like
right.
Great things, like The Gentleman, episode 1 and 2.
Yes.
Netflix.
Yes.
Oh my god, I watched the first episode twice.
Ooh.
That's how much I liked it.
Directed by Guy Ritchie.
It was like, oh my, this is what you could be, my guy. This is what you could be all the time. You're meant to be this guy. Do it. And it was so good. It was so tight. It was so tight. I fucking loved the first episode. Might be one of my favorite Guy Ritchie things ever.
And he directed the second episode too.
The second episode was awesome too. But that first episode is special, man. And I don't know, man. I was just like, huh? And it just goes, bro. Like, we're on the side of somewhere in England, and then like they pick up Theo James, and boom, we're off. And that's it. And then you just go with the ride, man. It's amazing. It's really well done.
Minutes later, you had her funeral, and minutes later, like, we gotta go into some secrets, son. You know what I mean?
And then they read the will, and then this, and then that, and then the brother's cast. A fucking prick.
Dude, the brother, it's Eddie and Freddie the brother. Oh my god, that guy is a cast. They cast in a head. That guy just came in. I'm like, I don't know about this guy. And then all of a sudden, like during like the will reading, I'm like, this guy's amazing.
Yeah.
Like he just keeps bringing it. I'm like Theo James is so like on the level.
Yeah.
Freddie the whole time is like at like 11 for almost half of everything. We're like, holy shit. And like it works because the writing is so, speaking of writing, the writing is so good. And you're just like, God damn, this is hilarious. Like, even things that shouldn't be that funny are funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, every little thing is entertaining. Like, every scene. We even we go back, we'll turn on the subtitles just so we make sure we don't miss anything.
Yeah.
I'm like, that was awesome. I don't want to ruin anything. We'll ruin it later. But man, like.
No. Hey, go watch it. It's amazing. You'll have fun.
This is one of the best shows so far this year. This is so good. It's so much fun. Like this is perfect fun. Thank you.
Yeah.
You know what could have been perfect fun? Fucking Damsel.
Maybe in another world.
You know what? Should have had Guy Ritchie write Damsel. Just give him like a week with the script and be like, here, say these words, and it would have been like fucking better, like so much better.
Yeah.
Anyways, shall I move on to this last one?
Yeah. Somebody watched Wonka.
Yeah. You watched it in theaters. It just hit Max, and I was super excited.
And?
All right, here we go. You know what? Spoiler, I don't know. I don't want to just spoilers. I'm going to start the spoiler clock. I don't know if it's going to be. All right, listeners, fast forward 6 minutes to avoid spoilers for Wonka. There's not that many spoilers. It'll be fine. Here we go. The spoiler timing is going. I liked it, but I didn't love it. I'll say that much. I thought the first, because you really liked it.
I really liked it. I'm not gonna say loved it. I don't like musicals.
Yeah. Christina does like musicals, and half of them she didn't like the songs. The other half she's like, oh, that was good. We're just like, okay. My biggest challenge is the last third of the film. They spend like the first 2/3 being like whimsical and crazy and building all these cool things and like building the candy shop and building up the cool things in the laundry to automate the laundry so they can go out and do heists and crazy stuff. Like, you know what I mean? They built up all this really fun, crazy, whimsical cartoony, over the top things. And when we get to the very end, they don't do any of that shit. So I was like, what? You know what I mean?
Don't
Like,
they have their last big musical number with all the colors?
no, that part's awesome. They needed way more of that. I'm
But
talking about
that's the end.
that was, but the whole plot of stopping the three bad guys with the chocolate and all that shit, like that was like they didn't really do much with that. Like it could have been an awesome Ocean's 11 style heist or something with all these whimsical things and magic things. And they didn't do any of that at the very end. I was kind of like, did the producer just like cut the script down to like get stuck in vault? Oompa Loompa releases them from a vault and there's a draft somewhere. And that was kind of it. And it was like, I thought there should have been way more than that. Like the momentum, like just boom, stopped as soon as like he had the candy shop, which came out of nowhere. I guess overnight they built a giant place. I'm like, oh shit. Anyways,
magic, bitch.
But yeah, I'm like, all right, cool, magic. Where the fuck was that magic at the end of the film? That's all I'm saying.
Need it. They did the colorful number. That was magic too.
That was cool. That they needed more of that. So
this fucking guy.
I think it just needed more. Like it had so much potential, and we enjoyed it, but it just kind of was lacking that piece of magic for like it was missing for like 20 plus minutes at the end. You're just kind of waiting for something really cool to happen, and nothing really cool happens. Like there's so many missing things. Like what happened to those 500
all the magic?
What happened to those 500 monks that were guarding the fucking church that was guarding the fucking secret vault? Like you know what I mean? Like there's all these little things that were kind of like set up, they didn't do anything with. I wanted to see more Rowan Atkinson as the priest. Like that dude was hilarious. I think they should have done more. That being said, fucking Timmy, man, that guy was fucking killing it. Like
I was gonna ask you, what about the performances?
Dude, Hugh Grant was like fantastic. I was like, shit. Like
Timmy, man. Timmy's it.
Yeah, Christine was like, he's got a good singing voice. I was like, shut up. He does not. No, he doesn't.
Hater.
But
hater, dude.
But he's good. Yeah, he's great.
Unprompted hate. That's you.
Unprompted.
Wow. God forbid somebody compliment somebody.
Anyways, that's it.
Such a face.
Mostly like the film. That's my thing. I think it was just lacking at the very end, which is a bummer.
I'm with you, man. I enjoy the performances. And was it the greatest movie I've seen? No, but I mean, again, my kids have fun. I mean, one of my kids, the other one, but and it had magic. I mean, it was like I could see the little shiny face, like all happy. I'm like, I'm good.
I think with all those parts, if they had like, I don't know, taken another little bit of time to get the story like 100% locked down and bigger, this could have been an all timer. Like considering like the direction and like the cast and like the designs and everything was like all the parts were there. They should just turn it up, man. It's like 11. Yeah. Like just go for it. And they kind of back.
What if we take that 40 something asshole that's an old man and let yourself be a kid?
That's me. Like
and just let the wonderment and the magic take over.
That was me at the end of the film with that cool ass number in the factory. And like, this is awesome. They needed more of that in the last like 30 minutes. But anyways,
more.
You know what I mean? They needed more of that.
Stop.
They should have built that factory.
It was good.
Yeah, it was
and
good.
Like I said, I've never watched any other ones.
Okay.
So I'm kind of like lucky that way.
Yeah.
So I don't have anything to compare it to. So because I know that especially the original one is like beloved.
Yeah.
So I understand that there was a little bit of pushback because I guess that one last song is from the original movie or something. So yeah. I enjoyed it. And I really enjoyed the performances. All the performances.
Yeah. 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 I would agree with you. It's very enjoyable. I don't know. I think I was just putting it on a higher pedestal than I should have going in. Yeah. I'm like, okay. But I mean, the first 2/3 were like, rocket ship. I'm like, this is so cool. And then
but you know what too? I know what it is.
What? No bears.
The Paddington guy. That's what it is. Because the fucking Paddington guy directed Paddington and he directed this one. That's why you put it on a pedestal.
Yes.
I figured you out.
Totally true.
Yeah.
Anyways. All right.
So now he sucks, right? Because he did it. Because he did it like but he used to did this, and now it's this. That's how you are with things,
dude. He's so
it's
good,
like
though.
you're only like what have you done for me lately? You're Mr. What have you done for me lately guy.
No, I give him a shot. He gets at least.
Oh,
3
he gets
more.
a pass because it's a fucking bear.
Yes, and it's not a bad film. So I'm like, all right, I can see the potential. Anyways, fuck off. We got to keep moving. All right, here we go. Moving on. Oh, what do we got here?
A little thing called Bestie Worstie.
Yeah.
And Bestie for me is a gentleman.
Same thing. I can't even. There's no competition.
I'm gonna fuck around with it.
No competition.
I watched the first episode twice back to back. Just gonna do that. So
Guy Ritchie, dude. I'm really hoping Guy Ritchie brings that fucking energy for
that movie,
for
the League of
Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. I have to stop this every time I say it.
Like, but you know what? I like every time I see the trailer, I just see Inglourious Bastards.
Mm-hmm.
Like you know,
sign me up. I'm in. Like,
yeah, but I want it to be its own thing. I don't want to like compare it to the.
Nah, it's gonna be
the whole thing. You know,
he's not gonna. So we'll see.
Yeah,
I'm super looking forward to that.
Unfortunately, Worstie.
Are we gonna match up here?
I think so. I don't know. Damsel.
Yeah.
Damsel.
Okay.
Sorry,
we're good.
That's what it is.
Moving on.
Let's go. New to the list. Excited about this. Roadhouse, March 21st.
Yeah, this week we'll have it. Well, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
At least one of us, will probably watch it this week. I hope I get to watch it. I'm excited.
All right. Yeah, I'm excited too. After that, are you going to watch this?
No.
Taylor Swift concert film? Disney?
You know what, man?
You should watch it.
I'm so curious. Like, just from like a spectacle, alone. It's like watching a Super Bowl halftime kind of thing. Like from like a just this giant spectacle thing alone. I'm curious about it. How many songs can I survive? I don't know.
What if you have already heard some songs and you didn't even know it?
I guarantee you, like, if I watch the whole thing, I'll be like, she sings this?
Yeah.
Oh, she sings this?
Yeah.
Because Christina's played me songs from her before. And I'll have to ask, like, who's this? And she's like, it's Taylor Swift. I'm like, oh.
And are you going to feel stupid?
No. Because I think her shit, she doesn't have like a sound. I don't know. Maybe I need to listen to her more. But I think she doesn't.
You know what I hate is that you make me defend her. I don't fucking like her either. But you're such a fucking asshole. I'm like, I don't like her either. But
I like
at least I think that she's talented, and you don't.
No, for the record, I think she, as a person, I think she's cool. Like, she's done some amazing shit. Like, I'm sure we could totally hang out and have beers. But as like her music, like I try to listen to it and watch videos, I'm like, I just think it's fine. It's like good pop, like good solid pop. And I think the show is going to be like a big spectacle, which is like you put good solid pop with the spectacle. I can totally see why everyone wants in. Like, that makes perfect sense to me. I just don't know how long I would last if it's because it's so like, I don't think her songs are very challenging. Like, they're just kind of like something about a sweater or some shit. I don't even fucking know anymore. I can't even try to get into these songs, but they got like, that little rhythm, boom, bink, boom, binky, boom, like, and then everyone goes, I feel empowered. I'm like, great, moving on.
The commercial came on, and Zenaida was like, "Is that Taylor Swift?"
You're gonna be second and third screening that when you're sitting there watching it.
Oh my god, no.
Anyways,
moving on. Trolls 3.
Yeah.
Putting the band back together.
Yeah.
Peacock.
Yeah. Very popular thing.
Yeah.
Loved the first film.
Yeah. I haven't seen this yet.
Didn't enjoy the second one as much. I'll give this one a shot.
They have some funny jokes though. You gotta admit that sometimes they just like,
Dude,
like,
a movie called Trolls should not be as good as it was. Like, it was pretty fantastic. And I'm like, oh, are you kidding me, man? This is awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't like how they used the music in the second one. It was like, this just felt weird. But in the first one was fun. So I'm like,
you didn't like Tiesto underwater, like in the techno?
I don't even remember that part.
It's the beginning of the movie.
Oh, I don't remember.
Wow.
Anyways, but I
hate
like
was already
Tiesto.
on.
I like Tiesto a lot. Anyways, moving on. What else we got? We got a bunch more.
Dream Scenario.
Yeah.
Is it on Max? Yeah, it is. Nicolas Cage. A24 production. This movie looks weird.
Mm-hmm. I heard it's good, though.
I don't know.
I heard it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's A24. It's not, if anything, it's going to be at least pretty watchable.
Yeah. They also did Lamb.
Let me know.
Now, I like A24 a lot, so they make the best scary movies right now. So, yeah. I might give it a shot.
All right.
But I feel like there's other Nicolas Cage movies out there, too. But,
right.
yeah, we'll see.
Next one. We already talked about it. Monkey Man dropping soon in the theaters.
Yeah. We're definitely going to watch it.
Yeah. Speaking
Some
of
us sooner than others.
Probably. Speaking of what we're not going to fucking watch.
Yeah.
Dude, this came out of nowhere.
Yeah. On here, on the document, you wrote Madam Web rental. And then it says, I fucking dare you. I don't know, man. I don't think so. I haven't watched.
They got the balls to make this thing for rental at like a premium for like $20 or $25. Like, dude, if I didn't go to the theater for $7 or the matinee, for this thing, like I'm not paying $20 something to, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I've only watched out of these Sony Marvel movies, I've only watched the good ones, like Venom. Those Venom movies are amazing. So, yeah. Yeah. Anything you'd like to add? Yeah. Amaze balls. Whatever, bro. Watch it. Don't tell me you're not gonna have a good time.
I watched the first Venom. It was, yeah, it
fun.
was. It was better than I thought it was going to be. There were some moments. I'm like, there's the fun moments are fun, and there you go.
But you know what? You know why it's fun too? Is because they know what they are.
No.
The Venom ones, at least,
because the whole inner monologue, it's goofy. Like they own the goofiness. I'm like, it's kind of fun. Yeah. I'm like, this is fun.
They're like, oh, I can't believe you're watching this shit either. Ha ha ha. Like they know they're fucking.
But
they're not trying to win anything. You know what I'm saying? So,
but yeah, so Madam Web for everybody. It came out like 3 weeks ago, and now it's on all the rentals for like $20. Go for it.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know what to tell you, man. That was pretty funny. Anyways, I did watch the first 30 minutes of Morbius.
That's more
than
a
year ago. It was. What sucks is visually it was pretty well shot for the most part. There were some really cool effects and stuff here and there. But as a story, what?
Yeah.
All right. Anyways.
Are you gonna watch Craven?
I want to see some reviews and some cool trailers before. I don't know. We'll see.
Man, that guy, man. I really like that guy.
I like him a lot. Aaron Taylor Johnson.
Yeah.
He's fantastic. He was awesome in Bullet Train. Like, awesome.
I hope he's good in Fall Guy. But, yeah, man, I don't know. Maybe they'll make a Sinister Six.
They're trying. But at their rate of they're not batting 1,000, so it's gonna be like Sinister 2. I don't know.
Do you hear that they changed Venom, the movie title name?
No, to what?
The Last Dance, like the Michael Jordan fucking documentary. They're going for the chip. They're going for the championship. That's why it's awesome.
That's cool. I don't.
Then
I think it comes out October.
Oh shit!
Doesn't take much for you. All right,
shall we move on? Funny shit.
Yeah, no, I think it's gonna be funny.
Yeah. So no, Madam Web, stay away. All right, moving on to our world famous double feature.
Let's see if we can pull this one off.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah, man, we went with Oscar winners, minimum 4 Oscars
in not technical categories.
Yeah, like above the line Oscars, like the biggies, the ones that you stay up to watch at night. And yeah, you want me to go first or?
Yeah, go ahead. This is going to be the most non-matching fucking double feature we've ever done.
Oh yeah, you said you guessed what I got. I don't know what you got, but my film is from 1991.
Mm-hmm.
A little film called Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, they won everything that year. Well, they won director, film, actor, actress.
It's a freaky one.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it in forever. I just remember
so good, bro. I watched it like last year. So good. And Little John is still. I mean, that song is still like once you hear the song and when he's dancing, he's like, "I'm gonna make you repairs" or whatever the fuck he says.
Oh, that scene is like what?
Yeah,
That scene sticks with you.
yeah. And the dog falls. Remember the dog falls into
I don't remember the
well?
dog.
He has a. Oh man, you gotta watch it.
I think I have to watch it again.
Yeah, there you go, man. Silence of the Lambs. What do you
Happy
got?
one.
Yeah.
More recent, slightly more happy. I was like, what are something good? Not quite heavy, but it's like just so well rounded. And I'm like, this is just a fucking good movie. 2012, Best Picture, Argo. It won a bunch of awards.
Is it happy? I mean, I guess the ending's happy.
The ending's happy. I mean, it
but
ends
it's
well.
like, bro, it's intense.
It's intense. It's well written. It's well acted. It's really well shot. The production design's good. Everything's just good in this film.
Yeah.
And like the supporting characters and like Alan Arkin and John Goodman, like the side story of these two
Did
guys.
Arkin win that year?
Yeah, he did, I think.
Yeah, I think he won actor.
Yeah.
Or was that Miss
supporting.
Sunshine?
Nah, I'm pretty sure it was this one.
It was close. Those were close.
Yeah. But I mean, it's just it's freaking good film. And
yeah, enjoyed that movie.
Being able to match anything's hard.
I don't know about happy. I want to describe fucking happy.
Not happy, but it was very, very good. And I was like, this was impressive. Like this is better. Granted, apparently, you know, some of the things are a little Hollywooded up, turned up to like 11 at the end. Like there's no chase scenes that happen and shit. They just kind of like quietly fade away and no one realizes what's happening. It's very clever, but good film. Well, Ben Affleck's, I guess, his last really well directed film. I think. I think it's safe to say that, but hope he does more soon. And he's directing Matt Damon in something. No, it Air. And never mind, he did Air.
Yeah,
Air's very good.
I agree.
But yeah, this is what I'd put in there.
That's not that bad of a double feature. I can see it. They're both intense.
Depends on the time of the day. If you're gonna be watching,
bro, stop being a. It's just not that scary, bro. It's a serial killer. It's not the boogeyman. It's not el cucuy. It's not a fantasma. It's not any of that, bro. It's just a guy that likes to eat other people. Is it that scary?
That's it. You're just gonna get eaten. There's not gonna be no possessions.
Well, not really. He's locked up. It's more like the scary part is like dodging some bodily fluids. You're like trying to. That was the scary part.
They put some plastic on those fucking cages.
Yeah, man. So, the time of day. Stop it. Watch it at night so you can watch the whole thing.
You're all freaky.
Oh, this guy.
Anyways,
sometimes, bro.
I think we're good. Yeah. Good job. Fair shot.
Fair shot strikes again. All right. Anything else you want to add?
I think we're gonna get back into some Shogun really soon. Yeah. Dude, you got Shogun and Gentleman. I'm not gonna lie, I think a Shogun's a little above a Gentleman just because like the weight of it. You're like,
yeah. Like, but the fun part.
Oh yeah, Gentleman is like crushing. Yeah, I think
Shogun's elite. You know what I'm saying? It's like prestige, like fine dining.
Yeah. The only thing I can see for fun coming out later this year would be The Boys. Let's see if The Boys can make some fun stuff like The Gentleman. Yeah. So that's what I got.
Yeah, man. Well, all right. It's going to be a busy week. And I think that is it for us. That's our show. Please like and subscribe. Leave comments, recommendations. Shout out to Ed. Thank you for the rec. For what's that comedian guy? the guy that you recommended, the Bill Turpin or the English guy from
Noel Gallagher?
Noel
Fielding.
Gallagher.
Sorry, no, Noel Fielding.
Yeah. Shout out to Ed out there. Thank you, sir. Are we missing something out there? Let me know. I'm Francisco.
And I'm Andres.
Have a great week, two nerds, one pod. Vámonos, let's go. Put it on a list.